There we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. So happy to have you all here on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. And I have Joan with me. Thank you for being here again, Joan. Always a pleasure. Yeah,
Thanks for having me,
of course.
and hello to everyone.
Yeah. So Teri is supposed to be here, but if she may come in late, I'm not quite sure. But I did not hear from her, so I'm just assuming she is. And once she gets there, I'll let her in. So if she doesn't show up, something must have happened. So we'll just leave it at that at this point. So hi, Craig, Fatima. It's nice to see you, and Sonia. Nice to see you, my dear. Wiki's here. Joyful Journey. Um, Emerald Buddha. Hi, Starfish Jenny. Hi, Jenny. Let's see who else is here this morning. Teresa Hadarian. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. I'm sure we'll be having more. I was going to say more issues. That I was just reading Craig's issue, so I'm sorry. The word was there. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Karen. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's just nice to be here. So, Joan, tell everybody how crafty you are. You put together something that blew my mind.
Yes, so to speak. I got a snowblower, and it's an electric snowblower, and it's big enough to do the job and light enough for me to carry it around. So I was thrilled with it and got a good deal. Took it
Good.
home, put it together. I kind of felt my husband, the mechanical engineer, helping me,
In your ear.
but
Yeah.
in my ear, but I was having trouble with this one thing, and I couldn't figure it out. So a couple calls to customer service, and I got that working. But then I realized what the problem was, and it was a product defect. It wasn't me; it was the product. So I called them back and took pictures and let them know. And it was like I was proud of myself for figuring out how to put it together. But when I figured out that it wasn't me, it was the product, I was like,
Wasn't that
yay!
great? I think that's
It
so
was
great.
worth doing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I've got can I make a public service announcement?
You may make a public service announcement.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I also did early voting today, and
Oh,
as I was on my way to the library where they're going to do, it's just for city and school board stuff.
uh-huh.
But I thought, I should double check and see if they, because I lost my husband, if they had taken him off the voter roll. So just in case anybody is in that position that, somebody who's left
I
the
know.
building or who's died in the last couple of years. I'm sure there's some sort of way where through the coroner's report or whatever, they get them off voter rolls. But in this
Yeah.
day and age, I was really
You never
glad.
know.
And
Yeah.
I just asked them and said, sure, here's a little piece of paper. It took 2 minutes to fill it out. And so now nobody can go in and
And
pretend
use
they're
his
him
name to
too.
vote. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
Hmm.
if that's something, I thought that might be helpful.
I don't know. Such election integrity on your part. Thank you. Because really, I think that people that have that sensibility, like yourself, and remember that they have to do that, would do that. We're not going to, just go in and vote, use somebody else's vote. But that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear that.
just
Do you
something.
guys have voting at home by mail at all there in
We have
Minnesota?
voting by mail. Usually I
Okay.
get the ballot myself, but maybe I forgot to fill it out this time. So I
Okay.
just went to a library and they
There you
were
go.
able to
Yeah.
handle it. Yep, it's
That's
really
awesome.
easy.
That's wonderful. All right. So, Craig, I have your question up, and you're leaving to go tomorrow to go to your seminar, and that's wonderful. And you're going to stop and see your uncle. How fabulous is that? Good for you. I'm glad to hear that. Wiki, you are so right about this. You might tell her that a gift is freely given and that spirit's not concerned with material things. Well, when we get to, you got to remember that when we get to answer that question, Craig.
So
Absolutely.
well put.
So well
Very well
said.
put. Yeah.
Absolutely. Hello, Kimberly, T Barb, Mousy, Lori Hunsinger. I'm sorry. My mouth is all tripping up. Miss Taro D, how are you, girl? And I got your question, Joyful Journey, and I got 4 questions listed here. All right, and let's go ahead and start, I guess. And the first one is the one that Craig has, and this is a situation, Craig, where uh, this woman is threatening you, and she has no right to threaten you, number one. And I think the hardest, if it was a friend, quote, a friend of yours or an acquaintance of yours that did this to you, you'd merely say, buzz off. But because she's your cousin, I think it's making it harder for you to do that. And but family can be the worst. It can be the absolute worst. So my first thought is that you need to just say, see you later. And absolutely, Wiki says it's everything that's done is done freely by spirit and source, and nobody on the other side will stop talking to you, first of all. That is just, this woman has a mental issue. I think I told you that already. I think she has, and I'm not trying to be cruel. I just really think she has a mental issue, and she sounds almost desperate in what she does. But Joan, I'll let you talk about it as
Yeah.
well, because it's important to hear what you have to say.
I'm just seeing a big bubble around you. It's just
Mm.
important to protect yourself from this person.
Mhm.
And it's so difficult when people come to you with negativity to not respond in kind, and not even if you don't respond in kind, to get your hackles up and everything. So just as hard as it is uh, to her face and everything, just say, that's your opinion. Thank you very much. Whatever Wiki said was so eloquent.
It
Use
was.
those
Yeah.
words. But
Yeah.
um, don't even try to one up her or get her kind of to understand anything. Just when you are calm enough about it, send her love,
Hmm.
and continue to send her love, and also keep your pocketbook closed. Uh, and
Yeah.
thank God for letting us both learn the lessons that we need to learn so we can learn them with ease and comfort and move on from this,
Definitely.
because it sounds like it's a sticky situation that just keeps coming back. And let's
Yeah.
see what the angel cards say.
Sure.
Yeah, zoom out and relax. To just um,
Hmm.
get yourself to a place of ease about it, and then send her love. First, protection, 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 but get yourself to a place of ease about it. Understand that she's got her own issues, they don't have anything to do with you.
Yeah.
And send her love, and that will be the best thing to do for both of you.
Yep.
But yes,
Yep.
maybe one of the lessons is setting boundaries.
Absolutely. And Miss Tara D, yes, that's emotional or spiritual blackmail. And Jill says the same thing. And everybody, Sonia, she's being manipulating. Yeah, every single person who has addressed this um, is saying the same thing, pretty much. So
And
yeah,
Craig said he's got retirement income streams and she can't keep a job, but that's,
right.
there's no end to it. I
That.
mean,
Yeah.
there'll be no end to it,
Yep.
because it's not being truthful with you. Never loan money to family. It never
Oh,
goes well.
yeah.
Wiser words were never spoken, Starfish.
They weren't. Yeah. Yeah. So I got this. I got time. She's just marking time. She doesn't have any money and she doesn't know what to do. So you're a good person to deal with. This is from the cards from the other side. This is what your relatives are saying. They're saying,
Mm.
get away from her. She's a snake,
Oh, wow.
very venomous. They're if they aren't going to talk to anybody, which they won't do that usually, they're not going to talk to her. They don't like what she's doing. So do not buy into it. And if you have to, Craig, just disengage. Say sorry. I'm not going to be talking to you anymore. Time to
Yeah.
go.
Blocker.
Time to go. Yep, absolutely.
It's good for all of
So
us to realize the difference between being a kind, loving person and being a mark, or
that's
being
right.
a patsy.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely. So hello, Mary, and hello, Alex, and hello. Let's see, a lot of people coming in here. T Barb, and Jenny, of course, and oh, we got some great. Everybody's great here. It's good to see all of you. Um, Cozumel Liz, you got your head on the pillow today. I get it totally. Jill Sananen, Carolyn Booker, and Peter. Hi, Squadio Data. Um, yeah, thanks everybody. Yeah, she is just being manipulated. All right, Tiffany, I got your question. Remember these these go into a certain order. Yes, Mousy Girl, you're right. It was abuse. Yes, absolutely. Hello, Chaley. It's nice to see you. And Christine Brooks and Rose Flower. My goodness, we got a whole host of people here. Thanks for being with us today. As I tried to explain, Teri was supposed to be here today too, and I don't think she realizes it, or something's up. So I don't know. I might shoot her a quick email. But anyway, Craig, I hope that helped, and you've got the support of this whole community saying the same thing. So do not
Yes.
buy in. And it's very interesting. You're all set to go do some spiritual journeying and spend a bit of time alone on the road with Clara and going where you want to go. Enjoy it, honey. Don't worry about the things that are being done. Okay. All right. So we've got. May I get a message from Dad Ed? It's his birthday today. Okay. There you go. All right, Rose Flower. I got you. Clara doesn't like you when you ignore him. Oh my goodness. It's all blackmail, Greg. Mm-hmm.
I'm getting sort of vague images. Finally, I saw him as, I don't think this is really him, but the image is, I saw him putting on white gloves. And then he's like in a red jacket on with gold epaulets and gold little fobs for buttons and all of that on a big proscenium stage that looks like it's, all the red curtains and gold and colored box seats and everything. And he's announcing something. And then I don't know if he's connected. Anyhow, it's like a special occasion. And he's there announcing that, okay, so Ed, tell me what you're saying in this grandeur, all of this grandeur. There's gold and red, and he's all dressed up and like, or whoever this is, and he's got the white powdered wig. It's from this different time period. What's this all about? Tell me. Yeah, it says Austria in the 1880s. Okay, so how does that how does that have anything to do with your birthday, honey? Tell me what you need to know, what Wiki needs to know. There you are. He's saying that this is a past life of yours and that you were on stage. And I don't know if it kind of looks like the opera. And then you're here in a kind of a pale blue gown, and you've got the white wig and everything too. And you're dancing, and he's got, you're dancing and singing and on stage together. So he's saying that this was a life that you shared together. I don't know if you're married or just in the same business, sort of. But okay, so Ed, what's the matter? He's saying we've been together before, and we'll be together again. And each lifetime is special, and my love for you will never end. But that was kind of sweet. I don't know if
it was.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, she liked that. Wow, she said Dad wasn't the biggest communicator. Well, that's okay. He's, when he's up there, it just depends on what's keeping him busy. I guess he's probably preparing for his birthday. I don't know if you ever go to his grave and talk to him or not, but he said, if you do, he says, I'm not there. I'm just not there. So, just talk to me from the comfort of your home. That's what I get here. And he says, our ancestry is one that I'm very proud of, all my children and all the things that we accomplished together. And he said, I really love the new perceptions that you are getting about the other side and past lives and all kinds of stuff. He said, it really makes me happy. He said, it's a great birthday present. That's what I get for you. That's awesome. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Hello, Gerald. It's nice to see you. And Amanda Carroll, I see you here too. Yeah. All right. So let's go on to Joyful Journey. Message from her angels for
Okay.
her. Yep. Okay.
Things are going to start speeding up for you. I see you, you're
Ooh.
first on a bicycle, kind of the one with the basket on the front and the bling bling wheel or the bell, like you're riding to school or something. And
Mhm.
then it turns into, and then you start leaning forward, and pretty soon you're on this motorcycle, and like leaning over the front of it and going really, really fast. So, and and there's somebody out there, you were on your own on the bicycle and happy and going along with the bell and everything was fine. But then things started speeding up and you're on the motorcycle, but there's somebody else on there. Like you're behind someone who's driving the motorcycle. So
Hmm.
Spirit, what does this mean for a joyful journey? Just that things may be speeding up for you and you might be collaborating with somebody, either in a relationship or work-wise or something else. There someone else in your life might be playing an important part and helping to move things forward for you. I hope that makes some sense. Oh, I can't hear you.
I know. I'm sorry. I had two things happen at the same time, so I had to
Oh,
wait.
that's right. I thought it was my
No,
earpiece.
it's not you. No. So, all right. So, Joyful Journey. I have here these pains you feel are messengers, and I think they're the growth pains of into spiritual life that they're talking about. It says to listen to them because they're sending you signs, and you are learning because you are getting direct messages from spirit. And look at how beautiful that is. So, there are prickles on the cactus, but at the same time, we can look at the beauty of that saguaro cactus and say, wow, especially in the sunlight. So anything that seems a bit painful isn't going to last for a long time. And again, it's part of the journey that we are going on. And I love that you move in joy. That's a beautiful, beautiful
Yeah.
name. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Wiki. That's so nice of you. Thank you. And hello, Guardian. All right, so I'm going to close the after Chaley, I believe I've got you. So I've got Sonia, Emerald Buddha, Alex, Carolyn Adams, Tiffany, Cosmel Liz, Rose Flower, and Chaley. That's the order that Joan and I will be going in. If I missed somebody that had posted earlier, would you please put up your question again so I can get it? However, all new questions you know, oh, this is very interesting. She wakes up suddenly at night thinking about different messages. Very good.
Hmm.
Very good. That's awesome. Yeah. And hello, Viviani. It's nice to see you, dear. All right. So thank you for the feedback, Joyful Journey. All right. So, Sonia, you're going to love this. I'm reading a book on the elementals.
Ooh,
Can't wait to get into it because I think it's going to be very helpful. But you'd like a message from them, angels and guides, about me and
okay.
getting back to my best. Not feeling so hot and back issues. Okay.
Um, there's something about taking a broader approach to it. I'm seeing, at first I see you like going down a road. Uh, there's like mountains in the background, but you can't see them all because there's a huge forest of tall, tall, tall pine trees on either side of the road. You're going down toward it, but then everything opens out and there's like a big lake and a big vista and you can see the whole mountain range and then when I get there, things slow down and feel better. So, Spirit, what's the best interpretation of this? Uh, holistic. Take a more holistic approach to, I don't know, healing practitioners, or whatever, as far as actual treatment. But there's something about taking a bigger picture, a broader look at what's going on with you. And I got the hawk that said, "Pay attention, a powerful message is being communicated to you." I wish it were a little more specific as far as mine. And the angels say, Archangel of Charity, bring in love. None of that is very specific. Let me see if I can just get one more thing about how to do this. As soon as I said, how do we do this? They said, you know how to do this. Find ways to raise your vibration, bring in the love, and allow the healing to happen. I know that sounds really kind of lame and not very helpful when you're in pain, but that's the first step, at least.
So I would like to know, first of all, hi, Sun Psychic Jean. I could write it on my wall, but you wouldn't see it. So hello and welcome. And to those who came in, thank you. So Sonia, I pulled some cards for you, and I pulled them from the Elemental Empath cards because you wanted, that. There's something to what Louise Hay has to say about our backs. Not feeling supported is the first thing that could be said. Feeling that you're carrying too much stuff back there or from the past as well. So that's another consideration. But what I have is, the first card I got was pause, and it says to respond versus act. And also God, these cards are wonderful, but mindfulness and observe your thoughts. So there she is, and she is pause. So she's asking that you consider what it is that's creating the problem. And you should be able to, just like Joan said, even though it sounds lame for us to say it, you know how to take care of it. But you have to watch your thoughts and your words. That's very, very important. If you're saying something about anything that would be not feeling supported and so forth, your back is going to take on that issue. So that's the first thing. The second one is, it says you're in a period of inner darkness. I don't think that's totally a bad thing, but what I think it's saying is you've got the power to light it up. You definitely do. But it says here, hold safe and knowing patterns and release versus feed. Release versus feed. So don't feed the negative patterns. Release as much as you can. I think a lot of this, Joan's and mine, has to do with releasing something, honestly. I think that's the key, Sonia. The last one is surrender and flow. If you can release it, then you will have and you let go of it, you're going to have be able to ride the wave, in other words. So it's about releasing and allowing and letting it flow, which is really hard to do when we want to make strides in what we're doing. We hate taking 2 steps back to take 1 step forward. It really gets annoying, but that's what it's asking you to do.
I just had one more thought, if you don't mind.
No.
When I saw you going through the forest with all the trees, that long road that you were going down, it almost looked like the spine. And it made me think, when you are in pain, it's hard. You can't focus on anything but the pain. Right. And the idea of broadening your approach is to try not to focus on the pain so much. And our good friend, Starfish, HHI, was talking about on a program recently, when she was in excruciating pain, one of her techniques was just to, in your mind, go somewhere else, broaden pictures, look at something else, take the focus off of the pain. And
which is not easy.
No, it's not. It's easy to say, but it's very hard to do.
The other thing is, I used to, when I had a lot of back problems, I still have them now and again. Before I met my husband, I would put heat on it because it was comforting to me to have heat on it. But what that does is make it worse. So make sure that you maybe see somebody. I'm not being the doctor here, but ice definitely, but not right on the bone. It's got to be a side of it, but it does help. Yeah. Thank you so much. And thanks, Jenny. See, your wisdom is floating through the ethers, Jenny. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got our Emerald Buddha. Message from spirit guides, please.
Okay. I'm seeing the image and I'm trying to get the message from it. I think it's sound. Well, the image I saw, like in a marching band, they have somebody who's playing the glockenspiel. First, we're in Austria on the stage, and now we're seeing the marching band with the glockenspiel. But it's that, you have a little mallet and you hit these metal bars that are all a different note, and it's a very high vibe kind of thing. Those little notes can ring out, on the football field or whatever the marching band is doing, and really be heard above the crowd. So it's something about, maybe there is, like, if you want to try a sound bath, or spirit, tell me more about, what does this have to do with Emerald Buddha? Okay, thank you. Your voice doesn't have to be loud to be heard. You can be heard above the crowd. Um, it's all about the vibration, raising your vibration. You don't have to be, so much stuff is getting us, we were just kind of talking about this beforehand. It seems like people just want to be angry just to be angry. They're just looking, no matter what side of the debate they're on, people are just wanting to be angry. And to kind of rise above all that, like those notes, those high notes that are a very high vibe that cut through it all. And that's what raising your vibration can do, to kind of keep all that other stuff down below and not engage with it, but just kind of rise above it. So or else they just want you to take up the glockenspiel.
I
Or
love the
whatever that thing. I think
glockenspiel.
that's what it's called.
I do. I love the glocken. It's beautiful. It is. It's wonderful. It's a good imagery. So yeah, Joan and I we're talking about, we're sitting in the midst of some chaos, and I think everybody's feeling it in one way or another. I don't think anybody's not feeling it at this point. But I found that this was very fascinating. This is almost like the Tower card, and it says, "Where there is ruin, there is hope for a treasure. If you're having a rough time, don't worry, you'll have a good outcome because everything will work out a-okay." So whatever it is you've been going through, which could be something very small, let it go. Let it go, knowing that the outcome is going to be okay. And that's what the next card says, letting go, forgiving yourself and others, and processing those emotions will lighten you and bring you into a higher vibration. And then it's asking you then to reclaim your body. Reclaim your body. Your body is your home. Give yourself self-love. Release your emotions from your body. Um, I think we all need to just take a little bit of extra time for ourselves. Maybe go and have a pedicure, or I don't know. We just need to love ourselves a lot more than we do. We tend to find things that are wrong instead of things that are right. So, Emerald, I don't think it's a bad reading. I think that it is just saying time is going to make everything okay. So there you go. Bless you, dear. All righty. So we've got Alex. Is there a message to me from angels? Right.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for being here today.
They're showing me that your heart chakra is like, they're showing me the energy that's coming out of it, and that you send love to other people and think they're just very proud of that. It's like they're kind of like the vibes of a stereo speaker or something like that coming out of your heart, that you have a lot of love and you are projecting it to others, and they're very they're kind of helping you with that and giving you some protection so you feel like you're able to do that a little bit more. And they're very, it's like they're saying good work. And then I got the Archangel Jeremiah, who's saying, pay attention to signs, symbols, and synchronicities. I'm just going to try and tune back in just a little bit more. Is there anything more about this issue for Alex? Okay, so it's coming out of your heart chakra to others, but it's going into the back of it from them. So it's like whatever you're doing, it's like bringing divine love from the angelic realm through you into others. So you're playing an important role. And it doesn't have to be like a big thing. Even if you think well of someone, that helps. So good work.
Yeah.
And keep it up.
All right. I just want to say that Emerald Buddha said she does want to give sound baths. So I wanted you to know that because if you're reading.
Good.
Yes, before I forget. All right. So, Alex, I pulled the angel cards for you to see what they had to say because you wanted an angel reading. And they're saying, I don't know if you like crystals or not, or if you have an affinity for crystals, but they're saying you would do well with crystals if you had them in your area, or you could work with them very well if you were interested in doing such a thing. So I love that because you are to do divine light work. Remember, we all can't be, everybody has their own ability and things that are better than others. Let's put it that way. Not everybody has the same. Everybody has the access to the gifts, but everybody uses them in different ways. I guess that's the way I want to say it. But you are here to do divine light work, and we need you. So you already are probably a light worker, and you simply hold the light for the people in your area and others. So I think that the crystals they're suggesting would make it bigger, bring it out further. And it says to just follow your inner guidance in working with them because that's the best way to do it. And when you're choosing them, you just, first of all, they choose you. And so whatever you choose, if you haven't had any crystals, and the same thing is when you're looking at a whole group of them, which one do I work with today? Again, they're going to choose you, and you're going to know right away which one to work with. So use your inner guidance and trust it. Absolutely. So I'm in Home Depot, or not Home Depot, Home Goods store today, like the Marshalls. And there's a beautiful piece of calcite that's about this big. You can sometimes get the most beautiful things in Home Goods. And it was pink and it was green and and it said hello, and I had to have it. So
Just waiting for you there.
Just waiting for me at Home Goods. Thank you so much. All right, Carolyn Adams, her niece Aurora is having contractions for a new baby. Congratulations. Do the ancestors or guides have any words about the baby? All right, thank you.
They're just saying you're going to be such a special aunt because you know who this child is, this soul that has been so brave and decided to come down right now and do everything you need to do to emerge from that state of perfection into this life with all its troubles. And you're going to be able to address the soul of this child in long before, and communicate with the soul of this child long before you'll ever be able to have a conversation with the body or of the child the incarnated child. And whether you're there in person or here, you're going to be a part of. They're showing me like balloons, hot air balloons when they come down, and there's kind of the landing crew that's like, right now we have to strap it down and everything. It's like, and the people,
Oh
the
yeah, the
landing
flight.
crew on an
Yeah.
airport.
Yes.
You're part of the landing crew for
Come this
kid.
way. Yeah.
And
Oh, that's so awesome.
so you have that specific knowledge that's going to help it make that transition from heaven to earth.
Wow.
And this is, it's really, and that's pretty rare. That's beautiful.
I got a really awesome, it's a sacred soul message regarding the baby. And it says, I know you are tired, but come, this is the way. There's renewal, and they want you to keep going because the path is revealed for this child will be a light to others and doesn't want, there's a book out, and Kelly was telling me about it from the Mystic Next Door, Kelly Scarborough, and it's the three paths, or the three people of light workers that Dolores Cannon did. And I'm starting to look through it, and I'm feeling that this is part of it. The ones that are coming later are the humanity's best hope for things to be. Yeah. And they're going to be a beacon, a lantern. And so what a special baby. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Oh, I got chills when you were reading that one.
Yeah. Very nice. I know, it's fun. It's fabulous. Yeah. Thanks, Carolyn. Much love to your niece and the brand new arrival. There you go. All right, Tiffany. Oh, Leah, you're like family to us too. Thank you. That's what we are. We are that way here on in the chat. I can't tell you how wonderful everybody is, really. So thank you. Bless you. All right, Tiffany, what do you need to learn today?
The first things I heard when I tuned in was rise up. And I said, okay, but how do you do that? And you rise, and I heard rise up in your thoughts about yourself first, because you have to do the clearing in your own mind and raise your opinion of yourself and embrace how fabulous you are. Mm-hmm. And then you can rise up and be a beacon for others too. But it was sort of reminded me of, I don't even know the song that goes with it, but it reminded me of something like in a gospel song or a gospel church where they saying rise up, rise up. Yeah.
I know it's
your card.
Rise up. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. And I pulled a feather card, Pelican. Choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. So,
well,
yeah.
That's exactly what you said, to rise up, to raise. Wow. Well, I got a bird in mind, and it says, sing like the birds, not worrying about what other people think. Be yourself, share your heart, speak your truth. So this is all about going on your own path, being who you were meant to be without worrying about what anybody else thinks. If they don't like it, that's their problem. It's not your problem. People tend to like to tell us these things. And, really what we saw at the very beginning of the show was Craig's cousin being manipulative. And if they think they can manipulate you, they will try. But this is a very positive card. It just says, be yourself, be who you are, and don't be afraid of it. And I love that little bird. That little bird's adorable.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Bird's eye view. Yes, Amanda.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Tiffany. So Cosmel Liz, her son suddenly is going through a change with her. He placed me in a dangerous position of losing his health insurance and status while I spend most of the time in a more pleasant Cozumel. Changes soon.
You placed me in danger of using, USA health insurance and status.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes. USA health insurance. Yeah.
Okay.
And status. Yeah. Yep. Oh, that's not good. What is it with people today? It's like, let's use deception in order to get, I don't know. Okay. We'll certainly read on it for you, dear.
Okay. What's going on here?
Yeah.
I'm getting that this was a thoughtlessness and ignorance rather than intentionally doing this. That, I'll do, here, whatever, I'll do this for mom, but not really digging into the details or understanding what the concerns were. Is that okay? Spirit, is there anything more here? I got the word disregard. It's like, I'll help you a little bit, but it's like not my top priority. I've got my own life to live and that type of thing. So there was a lack of due diligence rather than vindictiveness is what I'm getting.
So you don't think he was manipulated by wealthy, cruel brother and wife?
Ooh.
Didn't get that? No.
I got more just kind of dismissive.
Okay.
What do you get?
I get here, I got the umbrella, which usually means we're covered, if you know what I mean. But you can live in Cozumel if you want and still get a USA insurance and USA everything. I don't understand why he's doing this to you. It says here that it says you're protected, but I don't know if you are because it is concerning. I think I might call, if you can get a call out to your insurance company and so on, then that's going to be, I think he's jealous. Do you think he might be jealous? Like you said, dismissive, or he just doesn't know the rules or something. I don't know. He's trying to impress somebody because he's in charge, or, and of course I get that you are living abroad. It isn't abroad, but you know what I mean. You're living in a different country. And so this is you're a foreigner in that country, and it's for your wholeness and your completion that you're living there, because this is what brings you your joy. But having people back at home that are undercutting your joy is a difficult thing when you're so far away. So I don't know, is there anybody else that could watch out for you, so to speak, a sister or another, I think that might be good for you to do that, Liz.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure.
But I do know that some health plans will contract with a health insurance provider in Mexico. So, but it's all on a company by company basis. When we used to travel to Mexico, it was just for a month rather than a longer time. But other people who would stay longer either bought Mexican health insurance or did that thing so that their HMO or something would pay the Mexican provider so that you're covered down there. And I know there's some, for Social Security at least, you have to spend 6 months in the States. So I'm not sure what all of that is, how that works out. I forget. And talk to an attorney or an insurance professional. Not to me, I really think you should.
She is alone with her, with just her son's support, no help plans, Will, for me.
Okay.
So, check into it. Jenny says Medicare doesn't travel to other countries. You need insurance in that country.
Right.
And we're not lawyers here, Liz, but these are just people in the chat who have gone through perhaps looking into it. And so hopefully it's not your provider that has found out you're in Cozumel and then dumped it. I'm not sure. I think a phone call to somebody at home, maybe your insurance carrier, is in definite something you should do. So
Yeah.
I sure wish you well. And I'm
Yes.
sorry you're going through this. That's not good. So yeah, you want to make sure you're covered wherever you are.
But you're living my dream. I would love to do that.
You is that where you go? Is that where you go when you go there?
No, no, I go
Oh,
to San Carlos, which is way up in northern Mexico on the Baja, or
oh, in Baja.
on
Yeah,
the
okay.
on the across the on the mainland side of the Baja.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. So we got Rose Flower. Can I get a message, a general
Okay.
message, please? Thanks, Rose.
Um, I'm taking off on your name, or they were taking off on your name, and showing me roses blooming, budding, blooming, fading, budding, blooming, fading. And the idea
Uh-huh.
is don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't put everything on one attempt, or don't berate yourself if you try something and it doesn't work out. There's always more growth. There's always another season. There's always another bud to open and blossom and flower and be fabulous, and then on to the next thing. Uh, they're saying now they're showing me the thorns and how things can get stuck on the thorns. So don't get stuck on thinking about your failures or your perceived inadequacies or whatever.
Uh-huh.
No, just leave your thorns for protection, uh, not for berating yourself or being hard on yourself. Think more about the cycle of blossom and growth and beauty.
Wow.
That is you, Rose.
That is you, Rose. So I get the moon is bright when it doesn't avoid the night. Hang in there, be patient because you are on the right track. So look at how beautiful that card is. It's absolutely gorgeous. So hang
Yeah.
in there. Yeah, hang in there, Rose. Couple of things um, that I want to. Oh, it's Joan. It's Joan. Carolyn Booker saw a tall, good-looking man standing behind you, smiling, and I said, "That's got to be her husband." He's watching you. Carolyn is really good with those ghosts. We're doing that ghost panel tonight, and
Oh,
she
great.
can see all that stuff. So I thought that was wonderful to share with you.
Thank
Oh my
you.
goodness! I know he was tall too, wasn't he? A
He was
real
very
tall guy.
tall
Yeah. Okay.
and he
Well.
had a great smile.
Okay. Is that the guy you saw? There he is. That's awesome. That's really awesome. I wanted to bring this up because I agree with you so much, Jill, and I think we need to, some of us are dealing with this where going easy isn't spiritual. I'm sorry, going spiritual isn't easy for us because people look at us funny. We might lose friends or family members. It's like speaking a foreign language. You have to be strong in your conviction to let go and find like-minded people who are then your new family. And, I think it's harder than ever um, to explain things like last night, Diana on our dream show was talking about a dream she had. And in the dream, she saw lights flashing and so on. And then there was a bowling alley there and so on. And right in the middle of our show, there was a attack in a bowling alley in Maine and killed 22
Oh, yeah.
people. So, so somebody's telling me, oh my God, and I'm thinking, my friend saw that in a dream. And people do, but they think you're crazy. They think you're crazy. So I think it's really an important thing to say. And I appreciate you saying it, Jill, because we have each other here. And it's nice to know you have a safe place to land. I think that's it. That's the important part. So thank you so much. You're always a sweetheart, Jill. All right. So I think I love that. And Cosmil Liz says, thanks everyone. Think you hit on him. He may be trying to align in my millionaire brother who doesn't understand how sick I am and unable to work. I'm 75, but still do. Honey, I don't know what it is, but it seems to be the family members that are the hardest ones for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not alone at all. So, yeah. Thank you. And thank you, Rose Flower. Thank you, my dear. All right. So we've got Shaylee, who, whoops. Oh, no. I just, but we have Chaley, Chaley.
Okay.
And can it's on your channel. So maybe you can just look and see if you can see the question there. I think it's just a general reading.
Let's see.
I'm so sorry. Let's see. Chaley. Hi, Kiba. I didn't see you. Nice to see you. I don't believe I did that.
Oh, I see Chadley saying, may I please have a message? Yes.
A message. Okay. So, Chaley, you're next, even though I don't have you to put up. So, just so you know. All right. We'll definitely give you a message.
Okay, Chadley. I just keep getting the same message for so many people, just in different ways. I saw you, first I saw an image of like a dot in the middle. It's orangish red, and then circles around it. And then it turned into like I'm looking at the top of your head, and you're spinning around like a ballerina or something like that. But the emphasis is on the waves coming out from you. That okay, so Spirit, what's the overall message? This is all about sending out good energy, right? So what's this for Chaley? What does this mean? Oh, now it's going into the whole ballerina and dancer thing. That you have, that takes so much training and so much precision. And so they're saying, we all need to do this to send out, to be a node of positive energy and broadcast our positive signal out there. But they're saying by comparing you to the ballerina, that you've got this down to a fine art, and are doing this. And even though you're just this one little dot, it means a lot. It's very important. Now they're showing me who is the painter, the French painter who did pointillism, all the little dots. Yeah,
Can't think of his name.
I think
I
it
can't
starts
think
with
of
a
his
P,
name
but
either. But it's all a bunch of dots, right? It's all, yeah. Yep. So
and,
boy, and that's
and
hard to do.
yeah, and all
Yeah.
those tiny little dots, or even dots in a newspaper or something like that. Each one is important, and when you go
Monet?
back,
No,
you
it's not
see.
Monet. Yeah.
I think it's his.
Look at this.
I love dancing, and I was in ballet for 8 years. Okay, oh good.
That's wonderful. Oh, it's
Good.
Surratt. Okay. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, Sarah.
hi, Michelle, Lindsay, Michelle. Welcome to the show. Yeah. All
Oh,
right.
it's so.
That's
I just love
fabulous.
all these people who can feel when I
I
can't think of a word or a name. Thank you so
uh-huh.
much.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So this is what my message is for you, Shaylee. Stop playing small. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. And boy, is that ballerina-ish. It
Yes.
says, have courage, move forward, making progress and action. And look at the spiral. Oh my goodness. You
Yeah.
have some beautiful, beautiful energy, and they want you to stay with it and work with it because you're making progress. And, take action when it comes up. There you go. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
Oh,
Oh,
I just got chills with that. Like you're
yeah.
spinning around and
Oh my
sending
goodness,
stardust.
she's also done dot artwork. Wow, Joan. Woohoo. You got 100 today. You
Thank
nailed
you.
it. All right.
Thank you for
So,
letting us know that.
Mousy, I'm glad that you worked on your chakras. That's a good place to start when you're doing your Reiki work. And so that's awesome. I'm happy for you. You should start feeling a lot of movement and and openings and aha moments. Yeah. So Lindsay, we had closed the questions, but since this is your first time here, and you're on Joan's channel, so I want to welcome you to both of our show that we do here. Um, it says she said her boyfriend says he loves her, but she found money stolen
Mm.
and her identity stolen, and he says it's not him, it's my mom and dad.
Oh,
I don't like that.
okay.
Yeah.
Lindsay Michelle. My name Joan. Yes. All right. Is Lindsay's boyfriend telling her the truth? Here, I'm going to hold this up so people can see.
Mhm.
Is Lindsay's boyfriend telling her the truth? No. Did her mom and dad steal her identity and that money? No. Is her boyfriend is he lying to her? Is this relationship an important learning opportunity for Lindsay? Yeah, and that's kind of the biggest swing yes that I got.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, honey,
Yeah, I'm
that you're
sorry.
going through this.
Yep.
But
Yep.
if you handle this right, maybe you will never have to learn that lesson again. So ask your
First of all,
guides
I
and
don't even
angels.
like that he's pitting your parents against you, number one.
Yeah,
That is to me is a huge flag. But I have that mirror work may help you. Look at yourself in the mirror and know that you are a beautiful soul, worthy of being told the truth, not grifted and not lied to. It's very, very important that you look at that. And the next one is focus and dedication like a bee would be. So you need to focus on your growth, your life right now, and what you need to do about it. Unfortunately, many times we bring these things to ourselves and we don't even know why, because there's something that we need to learn. And this is one of the hardest things. I had this happen to me when I was pregnant with my second child. My ex-husband was very busy, let's put it that way. And it was hard for me to believe it, but I had to finally accept the fact that it was the truth. What I was hearing was the truth, but it was very painful. And, didn't have any money taken or anything, but, it's just a painful lesson. So you have your own personal power you can draw on, Lindsay, and you have courage. You can garner your courage and your strength to move forward. And I'm thinking you probably need to say, "See you later." But I'm kind of worried about him with your identity. It isn't necessarily the money he may have taken out of your wallet, but your identity being stolen. That's a federal crime. I mean, you can't be somebody that you're not. So, um, yeah, I would definitely see what you could find out about that. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Get on I'm sure there's tips about what to do right away, but one of the things would be to be
yeah.
calling up the credit rating places and locking down
True.
your credit.
That's right. Yep, yep. Many people here. We have a great group, and you can't see all the comments because you're on one channel and some people are on another channel writing, but everybody's supporting you and saying, they're sending you their love and the best outcome for you. I know you're trying. And
Oh, I'm so sorry about this, Lindsay.
yeah, yeah. I agree. Jill says, this is the choice is your boyfriend or your parents. It's come to that really. And
Yeah,
I don't know about you, but I just don't think, I don't get a good feeling, and some other people feel the same way.
yeah.
So, yeah, definitely. Yes, put a freeze on your credit if needed.
Hmm.
Right, Craig? Absolutely. Do that. Make sure you do. A lot of support here for you. So you got about a minute left, and I thought maybe, Joan, we could just do a little collective reading for everybody for
Oh,
today.
let's do.
Yeah. All right.
they just keep emphasizing that this is a tumultuous time. And what I was seeing was, this is something else. I forget what it is, but I saw a globe this size, but it was clear quartz. And they kept raising it up, raising it up, raising it up, saying, do what you need to do to raise your vibration. And then they put it in the sky like hanging the moon. There is so much tumult and so much negativity, and now another war and everything else. And it is so easy to get hooked into that. And that can,
True.
We can lose the progress that we've made. And yes, send love, protection, and to the appropriate charities money if you can or you have. But the most important thing is to keep the vibe up, keep believing that this is the tower moment that's going to break down the foundations of the old way and bring in the new. And we have to keep that vision. Excuse me.
We've been living in this tower moment now for so long
I
that
know.
we're very taxed. We really are. All of us are feeling the collective stress, So I get that all of us here were born with infinite possibility. And look at the 8. As you can see, it's the infinity sign. And the angels are saying we are all born with this infinite possibility. We were all chosen, or we chose to come here to hold the light at this time. And we are doing something, whether it seems that way or not. Just by being together in these groups and working that, it's very, very important. We need to center in the divine light of the Merkaba. How beautiful. Know that it supports us, that it's here for us, and that it allows us to move forward and ascend. And finally, I pulled another one of these cards again, and I got the card I got the other day, or a little while ago for somebody. But these pains we feel are messengers. Listen to them, look for the signs, learn from them. They are messages from spirit. And I was telling Joan, and I talked about this on my dream show the other night, that a dead bird was outside near my hot tub. And it's a sign. It's a definite sign. And it would be a sign for, and then Joan tells me that when she was going through similar things that I'm going through, she kept getting dead birds too. So for us, I guess it's the way that we get the message. But look for it. Look for the good stuff too. Look for smiling faces. Look for kind-heartedness, because it does exist. And thank you all, and thank you, Joan, for being here today. Yeah.
Thanks, everybody, and thank you so much, Ellie. It's always a pleasure.
Of course. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.